All right, guys, so I came across this interview between Kevin O'Connor and Cody Williams, and I have to say, he absolutely fits the mold. I mean, he is a San Antonio Spur.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, okay. All right, okay. We gotta take a look at this interview, man, because I have to say, there's a segment in this interview that I came across that I really adored, and I thought that it really speaks to the type of player that he is, and how he could very well gel with the San Antonio Spurs. And when people say, hey, we need somebody that's a cultural fit in San Antonio, what you're really talking about is professionalism and someone whose ego isn't just out the roof, right? To the point where you can put your ego aside in game and outside of game. And he is that type of player, right? I hate that the narrative is sometimes people have the narrative that a Spurs player is boring, or Popovich won't like certain guys that have a personality. It's militant, and I don't think that that's the case at all, right? I think Jeremy Sohan is one of the most interesting players the Spurs have ever had, and I would still put him in the category as a Spur. Culturally, he is a Spur. His ego doesn't get in the way of team success, which we haven't been very successful, but even his playing style is more of a connector and more of a guy that's team oriented, and he brings immense professionalism. So I don't think that you have to be a certain type of person. There's so many different personalities. Devin Vassell hangs out with rappers. You can be yourself, all right? You can be cool. You don't have to be Tim Duncan walking around, right? You can be whoever you want to be, just as long as you don't have a crazy ego and you're willing to learn and have professionalism. All right, so before we take a look at this, guys, please go subscribe to Spurs Invasion. This is my second channel, in which I'm going to start uploading, which I don't know when this video will be uploaded. So maybe something will already be on this channel by now, and I'm sure it'll be more than 300 subscribers. But go subscribe to it, please. It means the world to me. I am going to be doing a second channel in which we'll be doing more edited content, in which it will be scripted. And I'll do it about once to twice a month. I'm shooting for twice a month, 3 times a month if I can push it, but I don't know if with my schedule, I don't know if that's going to be possible. I literally have a full-time job, and I do daily videos for the other channel, or this channel, the main channel. But if you guys want to support, please go do that. And let's get it a nice head start. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what our boy has to say. I love this segment.
That, just having that.
Wait, sorry. Okay.
Kind of crowd's a huge advantage.
How would you describe what your role was at Colorado, and what type of role do you expect to have early in your NBA career?
I think the role that I had was kind of just being versatile and doing whatever the coaching staff needed me to do, whatever they needed me to do to win. If they had me playing, putting me on their best player, they think, the biggest offensive threat on that team, that was my task for the night. If it was guarding a shooter and shutting him down, taking away his threes, that's what they had me do.
He's literally Jeremy Sohan. I mean, not play style at all, but Jeremy Sohan, if you guys know, that was the same thing with him in college. And even how the Spurs use him now, right? It's really basically whatever we need from you, tonight. And it seems like that was the same, or that's the same case with Cody Williams in college.
Team, they knew I could get downhill. They'd put me in a lot of ball screens, get me downhill. If it was a team that was slower and didn't like to play fast, they kind of used me to get the pace going and push transition and have me run the floor. So I think my biggest role was just being versatile and doing whatever the coaching staff needed me to do.
How do you expect that to change in the NBA?
I don't see it changing a whole lot, just because my game translates really well to the next level, just my IQ and just my feel for the game, making the right reads, making the easy, simple, one more plays. So I think in that aspect, my play style isn't going to have to make a big adjustment. Obviously, I'm going to have to the rules, like you can't sit in the lane, there's defense of 3 seconds, and just getting used to the spacing in the league. But as far as just my play style and my role on the team, I feel like it translates really good to the next level.
Now, this past season for Colorado, you shot over.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say right there. That's all I want him to say right there. So yeah, he's just gonna fit right in. I've said this in videos before, a couple videos already, that I felt as if he's one of those players where he comes into the NBA and his floor is pretty high. and you don't really have to worry about that too much. But I really do like players like this. I'm a sucker for players that have high basketball IQ and are team oriented. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I was so crazy about Derek White, and people would often get on to me for saying that I'd rather Derek White be the point guard than DeJounte for a long, period of time, especially early on. Even when Derek White was a rookie, I thought it was weird that he wasn't getting more playing time. But I just love guys like this. I love guys that put their ego aside, is willing to do whatever the coaching staff needs, and has the skill necessary to do all of those things. So his ceiling is pretty high. I would say it's higher than Jalen's, to be honest. Jalen Williams coming into the league, I think he was 22. Hold on. Jalen Williams, how old is he? Yeah, 22, because he's 23. And his brother, Cody Williams is actually 19, so he's much younger. So, I mean, he has a pretty high ceiling, and coming into the NBA, he should be pretty doggone good. So, I'm excited, man. I'm definitely excited. Not expecting him to shoot this high of a clip, but if you guys want to score, because we talked about this before, where, like, people got on to me on how I feel about, like, guys like Connect or whatnot, right? If you guys want to score, if you want someone who can shoot threes, this is the type of player that I think we should be content with, right? He can play make, he can defend, he does things with his size and his skill level that other guys might not be able to do. His ceiling is quite high. This is the guy you will want if that's what you're concerned about. So he's one of those people that I'm gonna have on my big board for sure. And I love him as a player, and I'm a sucker for guys like this. So if you guys are you have any thoughts on Williams, please leave it in the comments. Let me know if there's anything you feel like I'm missing, or maybe something you don't like about him. I know one thing that worries people, and this is why I thought he would be lower on mock drafts right now, is he's gotten the rap of being injury prone. So I thought, oh, okay, cool. So, I mean, not cool that he's injury prone necessarily, but I was like, cool. Teams might devalue him a little bit, but no, it looks like his value is going back up, unfortunately, and so close to the draft that makes me a little irritated. But anyways, like I said, go subscribe, Spurs Invasion. I really appreciate all the love. As always, guys, I love this stuff, man. I love the Spurs. I'll give it to you guys later. Bye.